I decided to do something a little bit different for this review, so I took the Thrunite TN11S and I froze it solid. You can kind of see it in there. Been in there for 18 hours. The battery's in it. You know, it's submersible in water, no problem, but I thought, what the hell, we'll see how much torture this can take. We'll freeze it solid. So I'm going to get a hammer, we'll take it outside, we'll bust it out of here, and we'll see if this thing still works. Here it is. Don't see any. Good, almost get to the button. Let's chip away at the button first. It's still working. Oops. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. There you can see it. See if the modes work. Oh, still works. That's pretty good. No visible. Get the rest of the ice off there. There we got it clean. There we go. Not too bad. Now that's a good way to start a review right there. There it is, still wet. 18 plus hours in the freezer. It was frozen solid, complete block of ice, and the thing comes out working like a champ. I didn't believe it. I thought the battery would freeze because when Thrunite asked me to do this, they're like, let's do something different, step it up a notch. So I was like, cool, let's do it. And they told me, they're like, put it in the freezer, freeze it, take a hammer to it. I was like, that sounds cool, but what about the battery? Because we know batteries don't like cold. But obviously, those Thrunite batteries don't mind the cold. 18 hours of being frozen solid. That's pretty impressive right there. So let's check out what you get with this light. We'll get on to the actual review. And like I said, appreciate Thrunite sending these to me and fueling my flashlight addiction that I now have. This is the TN11S with the cool white LED bulb. It's a very nice flashlight. When I first got it though, I was like, man, this thing's big. As you can see, this is more of what I'd call a duty flashlight if you're a security guard, a cop, or you know, whatever, or if you're outside with, or using a flashlight for a long period of time and you need a big beam on the thing. This is the light you probably use. And I thought, I'm not going to use that a lot because I've got this this one from Thrunite. It fits in my pocket, and you know, I was like, I'm not going to use that. But then once I fired this baby up and saw how bright it was and how big the beam was, I was like, dang, this thing is really good. So I actually use this flashlight a lot. My only problem is I don't like to carry these sheaths on my belt because I rarely ever wear a belt. So, but I do keep it in the car. It's really good for all kinds of situations, and it's just a great flashlight. So, let's take a look at what you get with these. Comes in these nice boxes. They're fully foam lined, so it's not going to get damaged in shipping. You got a little manual, tells you a little bit about it. It's pretty basic since it's a flashlight. Got this nice little lanyard with the, what do they call these? Lobster claw hooks, which is kind of, it's cool because it's adjustable here. You can, you know, get it down tight on your wrist, but it's kind of stupid because it goes back here, and I'll show you in a minute once you add the other stuff to it. It's really serves no purpose. They also give you a pocket clip, which is really ridiculous because A, you're not going to carry this beast in your pocket, and B, I couldn't get this thing to go on. I mean, it's just that tight a fit, so a little ridiculous that's in there. You got some extra O-rings because these things are fully waterproof. And then you get this extension tube, and also you get the, I believe this come with it, you get these plastic tubes because this one's powered by these big 18650 batteries. So if you use the smaller battery, they give you a little sleeve that'll fit up in there so the batteries don't rattle around. But like I said, this uses these 18650 batteries, which aren't included. in the price. And then I showed you get the little sheath, which is pretty nicely made. It's got Velcro on the back and a snap, so that's kind of cool because it really, once you get it on there, it is not going to go anywhere. It's tapered, so when you put the light in, obviously you don't want the light come flying out the bottom. So it's a nice little sheath to have. Like I said, if you're a security guard or a cop or whatever, this is a great flashlight for you, because it really does have a nice beam on it, which you'll see here later. So anyways, the cool thing I like about this is kind of cool, right? It's got the button here on off in the back. You can press it down just a little to get the momentary, they call it the tactical, and then it changes the brightness here, which I don't like. That was one of the things I didn't like about this being on the back. I wish it was up front, because these big duty flashlights, you're more likely to be carrying them like this. So it'd be nice if the brightness button was up here. But basically, you turn it on and you get 3 modes. You get this little firefly, and then this one, and then this one, and then if you hold it, you get the old strobe, which is great if you're walking or you just want to freak somebody out. But anyways, that's the basic construction. But what's really nice about this light is the extension tube. You just take this off, you screw the extension tube on it. There's an O-ring under there, obviously. You put your second battery in there with the positive facing the bulb. And now, you don't get like a ton more lumens out of this, but it gives it that extra brightness and that extra length, which is what I really like. You out walking, it makes for a better length. But again, with the rear brightness button, it makes it a little difficult. Like I said, I wish this was up there. Actually, I wish both buttons were up front. But it makes a nice length, and man, tell you what, if you're a security guard, you can kick somebody's ass with this thing, because it is meaty. It's an aluminum, aircraft aluminum that's been hard anodized. You got this stainless steel, the stainless steel bevel on the front of it. You could do some serious damage with this light. But then again, back to the lanyard right here. If you put it on when you got the extension tube, it really makes it kind of ridiculous, because I don't know. I've tried it. I went outside. I don't know. I guess if you got something you're doing that requires you to not drop it, that'd probably come in handy. But for me, I didn't like it. I don't think I'd ever use it. But yeah, that's it. The TN11S, man. That is a nice configuration there. It's a beefy light. Like I said, hard anodized aircraft aluminum. These things are going to take a beating. So check it out on their website. Let's go over a few. I had to write this all down. My memory is just shot. Like I said, I run it off of 18 650 batteries, but you can use CR123 batteries or RCR123A batteries. You have to read the description though before you buy your batteries, because you can't put like a bunch of CR123s in it and power it. It's limited. I really recommend the 18 650 batteries that Thrunite sells along with the chargers. They're really good. But anyways, on one battery, which are 3,200 milliamp hours each, it has 990 lumens on the brightest setting. It'll run for approximately 110 minutes. On the medium setting, it'll run at 208 lumens for 7 hours approximately. And on the Firefly mode, it's 5.2 lumens, and it'll run for 195 hours. That's on one 3,200 milliamp hour 18650 battery. On 2 batteries, they didn't give the hours. I believe it's about the same, but on 2 batteries, it runs at 1163 lumens on the brightest mode. So you can see there, you only get about not even 200 lumen difference. The medium, it runs at 323 lumens instead of 208, and then on the Firefly mode, you get 16 lumens instead of 5.2. So, but I like the configuration with the extension on it, because you could just kick somebody's butt with this thing. And then, of course, if you have the extension on it, you can still use the handy sheath, and it just sticks out the bottom. I highly recommend these. Links are in the description if you want to buy it. They sell on Amazon, eBay, all kinds of places. I've got all the links in there for all over the world. Thrunite TN11S, cool white. I definitely recommend this if you're looking for a great duty flashlight. So appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate Thrunite sending me these, because I I've got a serious thing for flashlights now. So great light though. Stay tuned. I got some more stuff coming from those guys. And don't forget, comment, rate, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and help keep this channel going strong. I appreciate you guys watching.